second thing that anxious people do that they think is helping their anxiety but is actually making it worse is ruminating to figure it out. So if you don't know what that means, rumination is when we go up into our heads and we go round and round and round, usually trying to find like a magic answer, trying to find like the root cause. And when we're anxious, we can believe, if I can just do that, maybe all of this will go away. Now, looking into our past and figuring out, the historic origins about where this all came from, it can be insightful, I guess, but is it going to make the anxiety go away? No. And I'm sorry to say this, if anybody has been in talking therapy for a long time and is trying to really get to the root cause and trying to unpick everything, okay, yeah, insightful, but it won't get rid of or help you to overcome your anxiety problem. In fact, it can actually make it worse in the short run. So what we need to do is we need to let go of the ruminating and going up into our heads. Actually, I would argue that rumination is the problem when it comes to anxious recovery. So what we need to practice doing is leaving it alone, allowing that uncertainty to be there and not feeling the need to figure it out. And instead, what we need to do is to practice putting our attention back outwards onto our lives again, being present again, rather than being stuck in our own internal world, okay? So the brain's language is behavior. So we need to show the brain through our behavior that we are safe. Now, if we're spending all of our time in our head going over all of these traumatic things that we've been through and trying to figure it out, that isn't going to get us anywhere. What will get us somewhere is making changes, going out and living our lives again. Doing, I guess what I talked about in part 1 was avoiding triggers. We need to go towards our triggers and show our brain, I am safe now. And that is how we recover. Well, that's part of how we recover from an anxiety disorder. But yes, ruminating, trying to figure it out, trying to reach the magic answer, going over and over and over it. I've been here. That will be a big part of your problem, okay? So practice leaving that alone and learn to re-engage with your life again. If afterwards you want to figure out, well, why did all this happen in the first place? Why am I so anxious? Feel free, but firemen don't investigate the source of the fire while the house is ablaze. They go in, they put the fire out, so they deal with the anxiety behaviourally first, and then they might go and investigate and figure it out, okay? But going and figuring it out isn't going to put out the fire, okay? It can just help with a bit of insight.